Hey guys, and welcome to another LP. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. Currently, right now, I am LPing Pikmin, and this is going to be a side LP. As you can see, it's another Wii game. Looks like we have to hold the Wii remote sideways, for whatever reason. What? This can't be that game. That you know that one game? The one game that contains that one character and those other characters? It has Return in it. Oh, it is that game. Yep, that's right. This is still an LP. A regular LP is just more of a side LP with Pikmin, and this is Let's Play Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Yep. So. I don't know how long this LP is gonna go for. I'm not really sure myself, so I don't know. But yeah, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, and I had to delete this file real quick because I forgot to do that. And I like how they ask you 3 times if you're sure if you want to delete a file. I think that's quite funny. One thing I'd like to ask people, if you know how to copy files on Kirby's Return to Dreamland, like your save files and whatever. I don't know how to do that, just like in the game, there's 3 save files. I have 2 open. I'd like to copy one of them onto the other one, because in case something happens with the recording, knock on wood, I did, that I would be able to have a backup, just in case, to re-record. So you know what I mean? But yeah, just if you know how to do that, please let me know, because I'd like to know how to copy save files and return in Kirby's Return Dreamland, because I don't know how to. There might not be a way. I looked it up a little bit, but I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, getting into the game. Yeah, Kirby's Return Dreamland. We have our first cutscene of the game. There's actually quite a few in this game. Not that many, in the game, but I mean towards the end of the game is when the cutscenes start to happen again. Right now we just have our first one. So anyways, Kirby and his friends are just kind of playing, you know. Kirby, Waddle Dee, King Dedede, and Meta Knight are just all playing, and then all of a sudden the ship just flies out of the sky of a dark galaxy and just crashes onto the planet of Dreamland, and there's this weird man inside. And there's Japanese on the screen. And it looks like he's missing a bunch of stuff. We don't know what that is right now. And he's missing some other stuff. There's some red X's on the screen. That must mean something, right? Yep. And Kirby's looking at him thinking, I better help, because that's what Kirby does, right? That's right. He's like, yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll help you in 1 year. I'll sign an IOU. He's like, oh, thank you. But whatever. Yeah, the main thing of Kirby's Return to Dreamland is that this mysterious man, which I can't remember his name. I don't know why. I don't think they mention it until a little later on. But yeah. His ship just crash landed, and we need to find his ship parts to, fix his ship. How ironic. Reference Pikmin. Insert here. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Whatever, but yeah, we're gonna go to the first level of the game, Cookie Country. Already off. One thing I don't like, well, other than the fact that I will say I love this game, I thought it was really cool and everything when I first got it. One thing I don't really understand, I guess, is that why they call each world, in my opinion, they should be called worlds, but they call them levels, and then the stages that they call them, stages inside the levels, I think those should be called the levels, but I don't know. I don't know why they did that, honestly, but whatever. Level 1, this is basically, you know, the basic grassland area that Kirby always goes to in every Kirby game in Dreamland. Cookie Country is what it's called. Every level's named off of a food, I believe. I think so. I don't know. But anyways, This is a 4 players anytime. Press any button on a synced Wii remote for a quick join. Note, joining will cost 1 Kirby. Hold down minus for a quick quit. Join in a jiffy. Quit in a something. I don't know. But whatever, yes. Now we're off to Kirby's Dreamland. As you can see, there's like little signs throughout the first level stage. Gotta get used to that. And the first stage, they kind of explain how to play the game, you know, with the buttons and everything. Although you can kind of figure it out yourself after a while, but it's just kind of, you know, a mini tutorial in the level. It's not like, here, press this button. Now, moving on to the next part of the tutorial. It's not like you have to do a tutorial, it's just kind of built into the level. I liked how they did that. Stage, not a level. As you can see, we can run across platforms, we can jump everywhere, we can hover in the air, using Kirby's special powers. And as you see, we have the sword ability already. Kirby's Dreamland, Return to Dreamland, actually has a lot of abilities in this game. You're gonna notice that there is a lot, like over here, there's the fire ability. But yeah, this game actually has a lot of the abilities. But what's weird is that some of them, like the sword ability, you're gonna see a lot in the game. I think, out of all the abilities, they kind of went really, they really focused on the sword ability, because that's what the ability is on the front page, front cover of the case of the game. But more on that in a second. You got an energy sphere. Energy spheres are scattered across the land. Try to find them, all the hidden ones. That's one of the things I will be doing basically in this LP, is to collect all the energy spheres. They're not required by any means, but if you want to do the extra after game stuff, like there's some extra games and stuff you can do after the main mode, you want to collect them all, because you'll have to collect them all to get them. But yeah, those aren't required, but there's always some throughout a level, and they always tell you at the top left of the screen. It shows how many there are in a level and how many you've gotten, and they're always in order. And I liked how they did that, because yeah, it's in order. So you know, like, oh, I missed one somewhere back after that one. So I always thought that was kind of helpful too. And you also, I have 8 Kirbys. You start off with 7, but I got another life, if you didn't notice. And this is the Ultra Sword ability. But yeah, it's an Ultra ability. Throughout this game, besides, I need to get back to the topic of the abilities, which I'll get to later, for more things explained. There are a few specific abilities in this game which you'll be able to get Ultra abilities for. One of them being the Ultra Sword ability. That's, like I said, this is actually the real ability. It's a sword ability, but it's the Ultra Sword ability. That's on the cover of this case for the game. But yeah, there are a few Ultra abilities throughout the game. We'll find them everywhere we go. Only in certain levels, because usually when you have an Ultra ability, there's a reason you need it, because you open up this area, and we'll get into it in a second, but it's a star-shaped, like, galaxy warping void or something, and it's a little, like, purple and purplish, but let's just jump in and, oh, we're in like a dark matter world. Actually, a lot of people think this is like going back to Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. I think I think that's what people are saying. This is kind of related to. It's kind of like it, but in a sense, I don't know. But whatever. These are the dark matter worlds. I don't know if they're officially called that or not. I can't really remember if there's a name or not. But basically, there's always 2 energy spheres at the end of this level. So since there's energy spheres, these aren't required at all. But I just recommended doing. It's giving you practice too, but beware, you can die. There's always if you saw that bluish, purplish, blackish like wall of stuff like tracing you and following you. And basically, if you get like eaten by it, not really eaten, but if it like passes by you in the screen, then you're doomed because you die. And if you fall, obviously you die too. But okay, so once you get to the end of the door, or once you get to the door, the end of that, with the screen moving, you get to this guy, and you get 2 abilities before this you can choose from, and you also get a little bit of health recovery from food. That's how you get health back in this game. But this is the Sphere Doomer. As you can see, I already defeated him. I got the sword ability. And you get 2 energy spheres from these guys, so definitely want to get these levels if you can, because yeah, they give energy spheres, 2 energy spheres. But yeah, that's already end a level. Yeah. I'm just gonna explain one more thing here. Sorry, my voice is just losing it today. It's a Monday. Okay, the goal game. This actually took me a while to figure out, but as you can see, you need to press 2. And like, when I first played this game, it took me till the end of the game to figure out how to do it right. I'm serious. I didn't figure out how to do it right until the end of the game. I was always guessing, like, how do you press 2 repeatedly? Do you hold it? Like, what do you do? Well, you're supposed to press 2 once Kirby is on the bottom of the bungee, like, as far as he can go. It's hard to judge that sometimes. But yeah. He just goes, and then you press 2, and you hold it, and then he jumps up and goes to 1. And you get 30 stars for that. And 7, you get none. 6, 1, 5, 3, 4... something, 3 something, 2 something, I don't know. After that I get a little lost. But yeah, it's not, that's actually funny because, while we're in the stage 2, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. This is the Leaf ability, it's a new ability, by the way. Something else I want to say, I don't know if I'll be showing off all the abilities in the game, since I said there's so many, but some of them get repeated a lot in the game, you will see them a lot, so, yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to. I don't know if I will be able to, but I'll just have to see. What was I saying about, like, abilities? Like, oh great, I forgot. It was something important too. I feel stupid. I talk and I talk and I just go whatever. Okay, so I guess I'll just go on because maybe it'll come back to me. I don't know. I've already forgotten. Whatever it was, you can comment below and just help me remember what I was saying, or I can watch the video over and add something in, I don't know. Whatever, stage 2 is just, stage 2. Nothing much to it, except it just basically introduces the cutter ability a little bit better. You could get it in the first level. There's a few cutter guys in it, but obviously you had like other abilities to choose from, so I don't know if you would have gotten it or not. But this level really focuses on it, I think. Just with the cutting vines and everything, and cutting spiders' webs and stuff. And yeah, those gold thingies that you saw fall that had strings to them, all you have to do is cut those and they fall. That doesn't hurt you or kill you. I will say there's one at the end of the level that's gray, and those, when they fall, if they land on you and they crush you and you die. So yeah, it took me a while to figure that out too. Well, when it finally landed on me for once, I was like, I didn't know it did that. But anyways, guess there is a difference in color for a reason. You actually need this cannon thing. You'll see a lot of different types of things Kirby can pick up throughout the game. You'll see like a few different things. It's actually quite interesting. But you actually need the cannon thing to destroy those metal blocks to get actually one of the energy sphere, if you saw me get. And yeah, so you need that to get it. And this is actually the needle ability. You actually don't see this ability quite too often. This is one of the abilities that I wish they would have showed off a little bit more, I'd say, but whatever. This is probably one of my many favorite abilities in this game, is the beam ability. Just because there's so many different attacks, as you can see me doing. There's like, I just don't know how to explain it. I just really like it. Up here, in the upper right-hand corner of the tree, there is a hidden energy sphere. I actually missed that on my first playthrough of the game. I was like, what the heck? Where's the second one? And I was like, oh, that's really well hidden. But I just think it's a little too early to be hiding them that well, but whatever. It's not like this game's too challenging right now, right? Trust me, it gets a little challenging later on, but whatever. Anyways, this introduces also, first mini-boss of the game. Usually when you see a mini-boss, you defeat them first to get past them. And usually if you see a mini-boss, you actually need their ability. They practically always have abilities. So, this example, I forgot the name of the guy, but, you see the mini-bosses in this game a lot, so just get used to them. They're not that hard. There's one or two I tend to, kind of say they're a little challenging, but not that bad. But yeah, usually if you see a mini-boss, you need the ability to get an energy sphere, or whatever, to complete the level. So, yeah, if you needed it to cut that vine. I'm not sure, I don't think you could use a cutter ability. If you saved the cutter ability from earlier in the level, I don't think you could use it. I think only sword ability worked, but whatever. Only a few seconds left for me. Next time on Kirby's Return to Let's play Kirby's next time on Kirby's Return to Dreamland. We'll be going on to the next stage. See you guys then. Bye.